Hi everyone, I'm Julie Waters. Time for another quick break from the program you're watching, Monsoon, Eye on the Storm. Joining us is Glendale Police Chief Debora Black. Chief, the city has an Emergency Operations Center. It's called an EOC for short. And during a storm, there are officials from the city of Glendale actually inside that EOC monitoring weather conditions in Glendale.
Julie, that's correct. We do have the opportunity to activate the EOC in a significant storm, and that allows us to not only get information from the National Weather Service about where the storm is and how it might be impacting us, but then we can dedicate city services as quickly as possible. We have direct contact with them so that we can get people the help they need very, very quickly.
So Chief, let's talk about the roadways, and that involves your department. Many times during a monsoon, the power will go out, lights will flicker, so people are out driving on the road and they come to an intersection and either it's completely black or lights could be flashing. You could have an officer there, you may not. What is your advice?
So two things to remember. If the lights are flashing or there are no signal lights, treat it like a four-way stop and really be cautious about what other traffic might be doing. If an officer is there, he or she will direct you when it's okay to go.
Any other advice you want drivers to know?
Yeah, speed and lights. Day or night, you need to have your headlights on during a monsoon storm. And then speed, keep in mind that if the roadways are wet, that you don't have the traction that you normally would, it'll take longer to stop. So it's important to monitor your speed with conditions, not necessarily pay attention to what the sign is or what you normally would be able to do, but make sure that it matches what the conditions present.
There is something in Arizona called the Stupid Motorist Law. It's a real name and it's a state law. It has to do with crossing a flooded wash. We actually have some pictures that we can show you of people who have had to be rescued from crossing flooded streets. Now, folks, there are areas right here in the city of Glendale where this can happen.
Correct. So what will happen is if the street is flooded, barricades may go up, signage would go up. And if a motorist chooses to ignore those things and still go through the street, they're subject to several things. One, it's reckless driving. So there are fines of up to $750, up to 4 months in jail. It's a Class 2 misdemeanor. Secondly, they can be held responsible for the cost of emergency response. So police officers, firefighters, the cost of that rescue could be passed on to the driver.
Okay. Chief Debbie Black from the Glendale Police Department, thank you so much for your time and your information.
Thank you.
All of these safety tips are on the city's website, glendaleaz.com/monsoon.